they use and they're reporting whether English or Arabic, and to ensure correct terminologies are applied at the right time.
As a journalist, you must master the language. Being Arabic or English, master it. Because if you don't master the language, then you tend to fall into crisis like what Abu has told you. Tend to fall into crisis. As an editor, you are the backbone of that body. You are the backbone. And whatever happens, you are the one responsible and answerable. Yes, you can be foreign funded, but you must have your country at heart. This is the most important thing.
South Sudan has taken a significant step toward advancing women's rights by officially ratifying the Mobutu Protocol, the protocol to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights on the rights of women in Africa. With this move, South Sudan becomes the 44th African Union AU member state to ratify the Landmark Treaty. Aistay Kiri Elozaya is then the Secretary and the Minister of Gender, Child and Social Welfare.
Everybody is aware about Maputo Protocol in a special way. That the robust advocacy has given a lot of awareness, and it has also given the momentum for the ratification process. We all have joint responsibilities to ensure that we report together. And that's why, as a gender machinery, we always say, as the government is reporting, civil society also come in to provide shadow reports to the implementation of the Maputo Protocol.
And after the news in English, we are going to highlight the importance of shifting cultural norms to promote girls' education. I will be joined live in the studio by George Kenyi, head teacher, Juba Day Secondary School, and Clementina Kiden, head teacher, Juba 1 Girls Primary School. صباح الخير لكل مستمع في كل مكان في برنامج تلدون الصباح اليوم الليلة. معكم الهادي هواري نيابة عن زميلي مانويل جوزيف كيري. أنا سعيد أنك تكون جزء من برنامج تلدون الصباح اللي بيجيك من الساعة 6 للساعة 8 بالصباح من يوم الاثنين ليوم الجمعة. للتعليق لأي واحد من القصص الخبرية اللي بيجيك في برنامجنا الليلة اتصل في تليفون 0911 986 986. لرسالة النصية في تليفون 0913 986 986. أو ممكن برضو تسمع علينا أونلاين من خلال الموقع بتاعنا www.iradio.org أو ممكن تتابعنا برضو في X @iRadioJuba. الآن خلينا نسمع منك كمستمع تاعت iRadio في كل مكان. صباح الخير، كيف أصبحت في محل انت فيه؟ Yes, indeed. Good morning. It's iRadio لكل مستمع في كل مكان. خلينا نسمع منك ونعرف كيف انت أصبحت في محل انت فيه. Hello, صباح الخير. Yes, hello, good morning. نعم. Hello. Hello.
اي راديو صباح الخير. جود مورنينج. الحادي حواري.
صباح النور.
باتيستا ارمانو من قرية الخضراء.
باتيستا صباح الخير.
صباح الخير. ببدا لك سيد البيت.
نعم.
وصباح الخير لكل اخوان بتاعك واخوات بتاعك، ونشكرك نيابة عن زميلك ايمانويل جوزيف وكيل الغايب الليلة. ان شاء الله يكون خير. خير
ان شاء الله.
اي
نعم.
وسلام كمان بمشي له في محل اللي هو فوقه. سلام لكل اصدقاء بتاع برنامج دون الصبايا كل يوم بدو تليفونات في زمن بتاع دردشه الصباحيه. وتحيه الاخير بمشي للمستمعين الاكثر من متصلين في كل 10 ولايات و3 مناطق الاداريه وقيامات وحكومات بتاعه كله. لا يعني نقول ربنا يشفيهم يرفعهم فوق. وطبعا الاسبوع اللي فات كله انا كنت غايب، لكن انا كان عندي يعني زرف دي كان عملوا لها عمليه بيك الصغيره لكن دي كويس، وانا كنت برضه غدت بتايفود لكن قمت.
الحمد لله. السلام عليكم جميعا.
لنا جميعا
شفاء عاجل لبيتك ان شاء الله.
نتمنى لهم الشفاء. وده ما بيجلس في راسي كل ساعه نقول انه فوقوا ناس نهايه الاسبوع بدايه الاسبوع نقول الرب هذا الرب هكذا يكون اسم الرب مبارك.
نعم.
أسبوعنا في قرية كويسين ما في حوجة، الطلبة ماشيين مدارس وإحنا بنجهز عشان نمشي للشغل، ونتمنى إنه الشهر الجديد شهر 8 يكون شهر الخير والبركة لكل الناس. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا لك باتيستا أرمانو، نتمنى ذلك وشفاء عاجل لبيتك إن شاء الله باتيستا هناك من قرية الخضراء. هلو يا راديو.
الحادي هواري.
صباح الخير.
مرحبا يا أخي.
أهلا وسهلا.
سليمان من هيتراوة.
سليمان من هيتراوة. في تراوة عندكم؟
والله تراوة موجود يا أخي. جو بارد.
تمام تمام.
ما عندنا سخانة بالفعل.
ده كلام كويس.
حاجة سلام لكل مستمعين بتاعنا بتاع راديو فرس والناس اللي بيتصلوا أي زمن برامج دون الصباحي بما فيه برضه قاعدين يرسل رسائل برضه قدرنا صباح الخير لهم. برضه سلام للناس اللي قاعدين يسمعنا أي زمن حتى لو ما قاعدين يتصلوا. صباح الخير بالنسبة لهم. أنا في حلة بتاعنا يعني ما في حاجة بتاعنا، حلة بتاعنا كويس أو ده بتاع أمن كويس في حلة بتاعنا. رغم إنه أهمات اللي فاتت كان في نحب بسمواتر لكن يومين ليسوا فيها كويسة يعني.
نعم.
فأنا دار نتكلم في حاجة بسيط بما يخص التدخل الأجنبي في دولتنا جنوب السودان، لأنه إحنا دولة ذات السيادة. فأنا كمواطن جنوبي يعني أنا ما بكون مبسوط لما زول ثاني بيجي بيدخل في البلد بتاعي وبيجي بيحتل جزء من أراضي بتاعنا إحنا كجنوبيين يعني. دي كده بيقلل سيادتنا إحنا فأنا دار نركز برضه رسالة حكومتنا بإنه لازم يكون في صوت العقل بين السياسيين بتاعنا، لأنه تعرف التدخلات ده حصل نسبة لاختلافات بتاعنا الداخلية. يعني اتخيل إنه لو كان عندنا سلام في البلد، لو كان السياسيين بتاعنا موحدين، عندنا الجيش مثلا موحد في دولتنا، ما في زول ثاني بيدخل لنا الدولة بتاعنا هنا. لكن عشان الدول دي شاف الدور بتاعنا لأن عندنا اختلافات إحنا كجنوبيين برانا، عشان كده أي زول بدكل بجيشه بدكل بآلات حقه الحربية داخل الدولة. فأنا داير نقول للحكومة بتاعنا إحنا بلد ذات السيادة، ما نقود ناس يعمل لنا استهزاء.
نعم. شكرا جزيلا لك سليمان، رسالتك وصل. شكرا جزيلا لك سليمان هناك من هيتراوى في جوبا. هلو يا راديو. يس هلو. نعم. خلينا نسمع منك. هلو يا راديو.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
صباح الخير.
صباح النور. كيف أصواتك كيف؟
الحمد لله نشكر الله كثيرا.
متوكل من قطر ساوث.
متوكل من قطر ساوث. قطر ساوث ده وين يا متوكل؟ جام تكي ولا وين؟ ده جام شجرة بتاع تكي هناك ولا وين؟
ورا كنيسة وارث.
نعم فضل. فضل يا كولا فضل.
بسلم عليك وبسلم جميع المستمعين بأنحاء جنوب السودان.
نعم.
حقيقة أننا أسبان كويسين في قطر ما عندنا أي وجه.
نعم.
لكن أنا دار أتكلم في موضوع بتاع الأخوان الهلسة لما السيودة. أننا شعب جنوب السودان. أننا عندنا تموس أن نخدموا الدولة جنوب السودان. الدولة جنوب السودان ده دولتنا.
نعم.
دولتنا عام 10 الولايات 3 الولايات الإدارية. المشكلة الموظفين بتاعنا الكبار عندنا عساكر وخرجهم ولا حتى الآن ما قادرين يوزعوهم وده المشكلة وين؟ هسه ما يشتغل صعب. الناس اللي قاعدين يفكروا فيهم عندهم عيال وعندهم أبهات عندهم أمهات. الناس اللي يفكروا فيهم اللي يوزعوهم لأنه الناس اللي جو قاعدين ما عندهم أي حاجة، لا عندهم مصاريف لا عندهم حق السكن لا عندهم. أنا داير أشوف حكومة كده يشوف النظر لنازل.
نعم.
بصراحة جالس ماشيين لكم سنة ثم خرجوا وما في حاجة، لا في حق السكن لا في حق المعيشة لا في حق هم هسه هم بتفكروا نازل كان ياكلوا من وين. ده الرسالة بتاعي.
شكرا. شكرا لك متوكل هناك من كاتورس هاوس. هلو يا راديو.
My brother, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome back. You are lost and found. This is me, David Mongok from Wow.
How is wow? Wow is wow.
Wow is wow.
Mm.
As wow is Nar, Nur, and Mabnum. Like Nar, ya biga sab.
Girl, it's better wow to be wow nur. Like ma binum dama yakun finak.
Ma Mikila fi Juba ina ya sababal biga Nur biga ma wow. You know.
Yes.
First of all, let me greet the regular callers, the listeners, the writers of iRadio. For the newcomers, they are welcome. For our group, let us continue not to give up. Greetings to Mama Maria, Sultan Joseph, Damnachok, Banjang, Kuchuk, Mama Jacqueline, Katra, Janding Kodakal, plus the rest. My brother, the Puntland, this morning, we are still waiting for money. Government is releasing the salaries on every day 24th, but the government doesn't have liquidity in the bank. If you go to the branch here in Central Bank of Wow, there is no money. If you go to commercial bank, people are informed that we do pay you money and government doesn't bring our money. So people are still waiting now for the issue of the amount. My request to the Ministry of Finance is either you change the currency to bring the new currency so that those who have hid the money in their houses, who have stored money in their houses, should bring back the currency, or the security for economic should have to check around the country to look into where the money is. Because if you go to the bank, there is no money. But if you go to the shops, you can get the money. While the money is being stored by everybody in his or her own house instead of the bank, what is the use of the money here? So the Ministry of Finance or the Governor of Central Bank should have to be aware of this. Either they print more money or they bring a new currency. Because there is no need that you can say that the salary is out and people are not receiving it. If you go to the bank, there's no liquidity. Where is the very money that has been printed in 2011? So government should have to ask itself. Because you cannot all the time inform the public and you don't give it. If it is only a normal person who do that, that person, people must not open the case against him. But it becomes very hard now for the public to open the case against the government. Government should have to look into the problem of liquidity.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was David Mogok there from our town of Western Barghazali State. Hello, Sabah al-Khair.
صباح النور الهادي هواري.
أهلا وسهلا.
والله بدي صوتي لأقوانا سنبليك بقولك مرحبا في استوديو اي راديو.
شكرا لك، مرحبا بك برضو.
أبو جاز معكم.
أبو جاز المين جاز.
والله جيت في الاستوديو جبت لنا برودة شديد ذاتها تزول نايمة بطنية.
تمشي شغل يا ولا ما هي ما في؟
ما هي مشاكل كان ما هي ما 5 سنة وشوية، ما هي ما في مشاكل شغل شنو كان. هنا برايفت سيكتور بتاعهم ده. أنا بهاي أصدقاء بتاعي أنا جوزيف بتاعنا جوزيف بتاع مونوكي جوزيف بتاع غوزيلي وسلطان بتاعنا جوزيف المادر سالتنا ذات يشيلوا سالتنا منه.
نعم.
ميري هناك سليمان الزهر وشيان سليم أيضا هناك قاعد ميري بيأكل بابو بس مادر رجينا في بينا. يا الهادي أنا أزهنا كويس هلا بتاعي ما حاجة. بس برود هذا جبت لنا ده يا كافر ماني هنا. يلا أنا كان ده كلمة في حاجة بشير كان وزبال فكان حصلنا كان زميل بتاعك الهادي حوالي عمل لك حصري جنرال قوال مانيال عن مباراة بتاعت مايني
من الأكيل
قوال مانيال دوغ أكير last nail on the coffin قال تمايني مي قتل تمايني ده حكومة هو تايت يتا حكومة بكان حكومة قتل تمايني من أول يوم قلنا تمايني ده ماين دو هوب لكن هو hopeless. أنا قلت للزميل بتاعك الهادي هاي ما تمشي في نيروبي تتي هناك عشان ده حاجة مثير بتوع ما في مستقبل بتوع ما في يا حكومة بقى جالي رسمي قالوا هم يقتلوا حكومة قتلوا شفت بما لا حكومة بتاعنا ما درس سلام سومين الناس يقول لي هوب مين سين يجي مين في روح هاي من هون جيبوا لي جريس بيت في كينيا جريبنا انت تقول لنا يا سلام ده هنلاقوا كيس بدون سلام ده حتى علينا ريفاتالايز ما شغال إذا أنا زعيم ريفاتالايز يا في السجن حتى بمعنى سمين ميت بمعنى أيضا كمان كاتلو ماشي لنا خلاص قتلنا ريفاتلايز عشان نقول ما في امبلمنتيشن نشوف نابد بس مقبولين ساكن وما صح ديرين سلام وميام عشان كل بلد بيمشي قدام عشان بدون سلام لتنمية ما في تحرك ما في شنو ما في شنو عشان نقول سلام سلام ما في فأنا بودي لو كما بتاعي كده ننزل مرتين كي يجيب لنا سلام شكرا السلام عليكم
شكرا جزيلا لك هناك أبو جاز المينو جاز. في عدد من الرسائل من بعض من المستمعين. خلينا نبدأ بجيمس جمعة زيكو بيقول صباح الخير أي راديو، تحياتي لك في الاستديو ولكل من هونربل جيمس بولينو تينغا بول لينو مويوين سامسون جورجيا سوم غومالي الأستاذ بندك تايتوس. شكرا لك كثير. دين دانيال تياب بيقول good morning Alhadi Hawari and all the callers, listeners and writers in my area Sherikat this morning and nothing bad. Everyone is going to their daily routine work and thank you there also. Then Daniel Tiap في رسالة من جون سانتينو بيقول أسعد الله صباحكم بكل خير من قديل مربع 5. تحية المخضرمة الهادي حواري أصبحنا بخير. ندين بشدة على مقتل مدير عام التعليم بولاية غرب الاستواء على أيدي مجرمين الحوية. نطلب من الشرطة ملاحقة المجرمين وتقديمهم للعدالة. ومقتل مدير التعليم يعني مقتل أمة. والسلام عليكم. بنتلاقى يوم بكرة أهلا. Udu Dominic بيقول good morning I radio I'm watching you live from wow. Thank you Udu. Ajaka Will North بيقول good morning. Justin Kerry بيقول hi صباح الخير عادل، تحياتي لك في الاستوديو من جوبا. أغوستينا لويز بيقول good morning Alhadi Hawari I'm watching you live from wow. I pass my regards to regular callers and writers of iRadio across the nation, including you and the studio. For the resident report, why I'm staying in wow, we are fine. But always people are saying they are fine, but the reality is that people are not fine because in South Sudan, it can't go without killing someone in South Sudan at large. That's why I'm saying people are not good, like the security of Tombora County. People are hiding themselves always and no any account. People are killing themselves always and no any accountability. Only a non-gunman. Until when, my people of this country? We got the independence of this country with the bloodshed. Still people are struggling with life and their own country. Nobody will come and solve this issue except we to accept ourselves as the citizen of this country. Because if we don't accept ourselves to become together, this country will not get the stability. And thank you there for this long message. Justino Luis from Wow Town. Santa Madud Bigul, good morning Alhadi Hawari. I'm Santa Madud Obong, watching live from Wow Town. Pass my greeting to all the listeners and regular callers of iRadio across South Sudan. مكوي دور بيقول صباح السرور، صباح السعادة والسرور أستاذ جليل الهادي حواري، تحياتي لكل المستمعين المتصلين. نحن هنا في واو بخير والحمد لله. سبيتا باب بيقول صباح الخير الهادي حواري، تحياتي لك ولكل المستمعين والمستمعات، على راسهم الأستاذ باقي دقيقة بيف رود أغسطينو كاي حسين جريش في يامبيو، ماما ميري، ماما نابيليو تشول في مخيمات نازحين الذين تطرق إلى موضوع طالب بإعادة هيكلة السلطة للعجز إنتاج مشروع وطني جامع. استمرار خروجات أحسن بسلاة وجنوب السودان بحاجة لمشروع سياسي جديد يعيد بناء مؤسسة الدولة لأساس العدالة والمواطنة المتساوية، انهيار الأوضاع الإنسانية وتفاقم أزمة الغذاء وانهيار الخدمات الصحية والتعليمية. أصبحت البلاد ساحة الحسابات الإقليمية والدولية في ظل غياب قيادة موحدة وانقسام سياسي حاد. شكرا فرانكو بابا. في زول بيقول اسمه وين بيني بيقول good morning iRadio I am watching live from Nairobi. Thank you there وين بيني. دوبيلي كريستوفر جورج بيقول good morning Alhadi Hawari, watching live from Western Equatoria State, Yambio Town. My area is doing well and pass my greetings to all the listeners of iRadio and regular callers. Thank you. Yes. نشيل مكالمتين ومنه نمشي عشان برضو هيكون في عناوين بتاع الأخبار. هلو يا راديو. Hello. Hello, radio. Yes, good morning.
Hello, radio.
صباح الخير.
عليكم السلام الحاج الهواري.
سلطان نامي.
ايوه انا نمت ولكن انا شويه يا داك انا لقيتك شويه يا بطل.
تمام ده كلام كويس.
اي
نعم.
ويلكم باك وانا مبسوط
الصوت أجلكم مع صوتك مباشرة
نعم.
داخل الاستديو البارد المعروف كلنا.
نعم.
الهادي الهواري، أنا بسلم زميلك إيمانويل كيلا وناس مترمجيمي هناك وكل زملائك هناك. أي راديو ده أي راديو وحيد قاعد نسمع الأخبار كويس من واو ومن ملكان ومن وين بكل ولايات.
نعم.
ما اريا نو بروبلم. خليني نسلم الناس. كانت العشرة عامينية أنا بسلم عليه. شرطية أنا بسلم عليه كل الأعراس بريق أول كمية ديال ومدير بتاع جوازات شرطية أنا بسلم عليه. اللي أكلتها أنا بسلم عليه. وانا بسلم دافيد مقوقي هناك من واو وما ينوم.
نعم.
وانا بسلم ماما ماريا هيني وفاتيس هرمان ابو جال ما عنده جاز. وانا يا ابو جاز والله كده نكتر جاز كده في البلد كان نزور بعد يا اخوي. جوزيف البناو وجوزيف مونيكي كل متسلين ابيام بيو. الهادي دائما طبعا ده قمتنا يعني لنا مش عن قاعدين نتكلم ده مش عننا ما دارينه يلا اخوانا ودي كبارين بتاعنا ونحن ما عندنا سلاح عشان نحن نقول لهم لا انتم انتوا دارينكم لا. انا يا الهادي حاجه اسمه صور الشارع. صور الشارع ده هو مشكله الامارات قاعد الماشي الدعوه هم الدكتور يا ابو هم دكاتور ونينا بس ناس بفاز بس دكتور المفروض ينو عشان يشوف المرض. تابع على هادي هسه ده لما مويه قال انا نقول مويه قال يا حكومه لما السوق ده قال يا حكومه السوق ده قال دواء قال ما في مرتبات وسكرت يا ماشي زي ما اخوانك قبل شويه قال السكرت ما في هناك في كل الولايات كاتب في جرب شويه دي كل يوم موت حبوج اي جالسه ده ما كلي ودوي هناك يردموه زي شجرات بسكه كويس عشان بعدين المواطن ما يموت. يعني ما هناك بتاع نفوذ هناك كل وزير انت ما ويج بجيش كثير والناس زي ما في ولا زي ما في الموتر ما هم يا الهادي هوا ليه؟ زي ما عمل بدافع نفوذ هو ده بكثير الجوج والامني كلي دافع نقل الموتر كل اجر ولايات يا ايمان والاكيل ليه؟
نعم.
كلنا شنو المواطنين دايرين سكوت كلنا هم قاعدين سكوت بنفوذهم براهم هم بيجيب نفوذهم وننا يا ودا الدم بتاعنا ماشي.
نعم.
يا جدا نقول اخوان الكبار يا اخوان عمنا جمله عام اسد زي العسل في ايام دي ما كويس زي عسل الجيوش الدكل بجوا ده ما كويس كل جيوش تعبانين بتاعنا اللي بقول الشيء ده ولا جاي شعبي ما شيء.
نعم.
الشعبي ده والله ما شيء الجيوش تمام قويين كان جابوا لهم دبابات جابوا لهم اكل جابوا لهم ولا ما في جيش العالم ده يجي يكلم هو بكلام فارغ ولا جيش بقدر يتكلم في البلد ده لكن الكلمه العريانين وجانين يا بيجيب الفوضى يقعد يشيلوا بكوجا علينا بصوره زي ده.
شكرا جزيلا لك سلطان جوزيف. نعم that was Sultan Joseph there from Souk City in Juba. في رسالة من Ben Polo بيقول good morning Alhadi Hawari, thank you for the show. I am Ben Polo watching live from Jebel Market sending نعم بيقول watching live from Souk Mamour. Big hub to all our radio listeners, followers and writers. Have a lovely day. Thank you there. في معلش Charles Munye بيقول I am watching live from Nebraska USA. Thank you there معلش. نعم في رسالة من جون خور بيتر صباح الخير. He Fox Style بيقول good morning Alhadi Hawari, long time. This is Fox Style from Jebel Market sending my greetings to the all listeners of our beautiful eyes radio over there. In the States and world too. We are okay, thanks. نعم نمشي لفاصل ومنه حنمشي نسمع لبعض من عناوين بتاع الأخبار اللي حيكون مع الزميل بتاعي السوبر ميمو بس كونوا معنا.
Are you tired Tired of the long queues while transferring money? Well, MTN Momo International Money Transfer is finally here. You can now send and receive money to Uganda or Kenya, or receive money from the rest of the world. Experience financial freedom and easy life with Momo. To access the service, dial *200 *1 *3#.
For too long, the echoes of conflict have scarred our land, tearing the very fabric of our communities. Years of war tore our nation and broke our soul. Where is the promise? South Sudan, a nation born from hope, shaped by resilience, now calls us to a new song, a song of peace, harmony, and forgiveness. Let go of anger and hate. Open your hearts. Every tribe, every clan, join the effort. The same spirit that united us at independence still lives within us. It is time to mend what was broken, to forgive what was done, and to embrace our shared identity as South Sudanese. Today, let us choose a different path. Unity over division, healing over hurt, and understanding over anger. From every village and town, let peace and unity be renowned. Every individual, every community has a vital role to play. Let us reject the divisions of the past and work together for a future where peace is not just a dream, but our lived reality. Forgiveness is our strength. Harmony is our path. And a rebuilt nation is our promise. This message is brought to you by TFN and the Central Equatorial State Ministry of Peace Building.
In the skies above South Sudan, trust begins on the ground. At South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority, we don't just manage aviation, we uphold your right to safe, secure, and sustainable air travel. Every flight path is guided by international standards. Every airport protected with enhanced security. Every decision made with future generations in mind, from air traffic control to passenger safety. South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority is investing in systems, people, and policies that guarantee quality service delivery. We are not just overseeing aviation, we are building a reliable, transparent, and resilient airspace for all. Because you deserve to fly with confidence, you deserve to land with peace of mind. South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority. Safe, secure, sustainable. For more information, visit our website at www.sscaa.gov.ss or reach us on support@sscaa.gov.ss.
It's the break of a new dawn, and this is the dawn on iRadio.
Yes, indeed, this is the dawn on iRadio لكل مستمع في كل مكان. زماننا الساعة 6:30 دقيقة داخل استديوهات iRadio صباحا في مدينة جوبا هنا. بس خليكم معنا حتى تسمعوا العناوين الأخبار بعد زمن بسيط من الآن. والآن خلينا نسمع منك إذا عندك أي مداخلة أو دير تقول صباح الخير. Yes, good morning. Hello. نعم.
صباح الخير جنوب السودان.
إنتكم في جنوب السودان.
This is iRadio.
The iRadio.
Your eye on South Sudan.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Alhadi
Hawari.
Yes, good morning.
Today is Monday.
Absolutely.
I can see that you're very fresh.
I have to rest, man. It's important. It's good for one's health, yeah.
What do you
So
have
how was
there?
your weekend, though?
Yeah, you know, I spent my weekend here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's good as you kid male.
Level it.
Level it.
Yes.
Thank you for a great job. Well, coming up at 7 o'clock, Alhadi, prominent activist Edmond Yakan is appealing to President Salva Kiir to intervene in the deteriorating security situation in Western Equatorial State following the killing of the State Director General of Education. Authorities in Rang County of Upper Nile State have raised concerns over the growing smuggling of narcotic drugs into the area from Juba and urged tighter security measures at Juba International Airport. And elsewhere, more than 60 migrants, most of whom were Ethiopians, died when a boat carrying around 150 people sank off the coast of Yemen in a bad weather on Sunday. This and many more.
Thank you, Lasuba.
تقم في جنوب السودان. نتاكم في جنوب السودان.
Indeed, نتاكم في جنوب السودان لكل مستمع في كل مكان. The Minister of Information has urged journalists, particularly editors, to uphold language accuracy and demonstrate patriotism in their reporting. Michael Makweloth emphasized that editors must have a strong command of the language they use, whether English or Arabic, and ensure that appropriate terminology is applied correctly and in context. Speaking at the National Editors Forum in Juba last week, McCoy also cautioned media professionals to prioritize national interests regardless of the origin of their funding.
As a journalist, you must master the language. Being Arabic or English, master it. Because if you don't master the language, then you tend to fall into crisis like what Abu told you. Tend to fall into crisis. So the most important is master your language and use the correct terminologies at the right time. But if you just decide to choose titles which are attractive and not in conformity with the body of what you have written, then definitely people, yes, according to the title, because if I want to buy a newspaper, I just look at the headings. If the headings are attractive, then I buy the newspaper. I will be disappointed when I go there and I don't find the heading in conformity with the body of the article. So don't select a title for the sake of selling your article. As an editor, you are the backbone of that body. You are the backbone, and whatever happens, you are the one responsible and answerable. Not the person who drafted, who wrote whatever he has written there, but it is you who edited and passed it. You are the one responsible, not any other. I thank the media authority. They have actually tried their level best to improve on the media. And they have protected the journalists. And I'm sure as of now, the situation is not the same like before. So if you are journalists, please try to be professional and be ethical. Yes, you can be foreign funded, but you must have your country at heart. This is the most important thing. That is one. Number two, I have ever been repeating this. statement that you, as a journalist, you are two people in one. You are the journalist, and you are journalist, the human being. And so whatever you do, you need to decide whether you are doing it in what capacity. And it is when you do anything in your capacity as a journalist that the media authority will protect you. But when you do anything as a journalist, but you act as a human being, you are answerable for your own. This is very important, and you need to know this. You go and commit your own offense, and then you come and seek the protection of being a journalist. That is a personal offense. It has nothing to do with journalism. So please, if you need protection, avoid falling into in conflict with the law at a time when you are acting as an individual, as a human being. Avoid falling into conflict with the law.
As a human being, avoid falling into the conflict with the law. نعم، إذا كان هناك وزير الإعلام والناطق الرسمي باسم الحكومة، هو كان بيتكلم لعدد من الصحفيين والمحررين عن كيف إنه ممكن يكون في شغل بطريقة الكويس فيما يخص اللغة، وبرضه إنك تكون عندك وطنية جواك بغض النظر من وين بيجيك الدعم المالي للمؤسسة بتاعك الإعلامية. نعم، تليفوننا 0911986 09222 عن كيف ممكن تكون عندك مساهمة في الإصلاح الوطني للعمل الصحفي إذا كان بيشوف هناك في أي خطأ، وده ممكن يقودنا لأن يكون في إصلاح فيه. Hello Radio. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, General Alhadi Hawari.
Yes, good morning.
This is Jai.
Jai, you're welcome.
Thank you, Lord. Welcome also. Long time.
Yes, indeed, long time.
Actually, Minister, but put a good point. You know, journalists are very strong people in the country. Nation building. You know, this information they are carrying and giving to others and transmitting contribute to development. It makes actors to act accurately. So, I believe journalists need protection as well as the state. And as journalists also, they need to do the right thing. You know, when we see the media in Western world, we feel fragile in our country here. See that our media is fragile. And there's need a lot of things to be done. Say that information protect people also. Because information, they are good tools. If they are well used, also they bring good security. And information causes security. Information causes a lot of things in Africa. So media in Africa contribute to tribalism, contribute to lack of development and transformation to the young people. You know, the young educated people today are frustrated because of misuse of social media. Information in social media are not accurate. So this is good that slowly we are going to learn. We know what to do, how to deal with the information and media. And some of us choose to talk in radio instead to avoid misinformation on Facebook. Because I think if I write my article in Facebook, people will take it as something that's not important. That's why, you know, how do we choose to speak in radio, because we believe information in radio are more accurate than any other information. So we're urging the government to support media, the national media, because we have already complained that if you are already foreign funded, please choose to be citizen. Yes, okay, but sometimes the foreign money, unlimited money comes with a condition.
Yes.
And if you are in national media and you are funded by foreign entity and we start telling you how to report, what do you think? So we are urging the government of South Sudan to intervene easily and start funding the media in South Sudan so that the media
work according to the law. Because if other foreign interests come in and they start banning your media, and then you complain that our media is not reporting the law, that is your own problem. Because even this foreign money comes with a condition, and the funder, the source might have also a condition to the media that you do that. What do you do? Because the influencer is the first influencer. He will not influence something that you don't support. So if they want to support the media in this country, if they want to influence the media, then the government start funding the media so that they are totally influenced by the law of the country and the report according. And then also let them make sure that there is the freedom. The freedom of the president and the media freedom must be there so that the citizens report freely. Citizens must be given a priority. Citizen voice must be given a priority. We are seeing in South Sudan media where the politician has guaranteed them given a priority. And there is no voice, the voice are not given. The voice of citizens are not given a chance. Citizens are not given a chance even to oppress or criticize. Something that there is no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of expression. So if citizens are not given a chance, then what are the conditions that what do you see that the national building is going on well? When citizens are not given a chance, so we need citizens also voice to be here in the media. Thank you.
Thank you there, Yang Deng from Wow Town. Yes, hello, radio. Hello. Now. Hello, radio.
Alhadi Hawari.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Yeah, this is me, Joseph from Munich.
Joseph.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Long time.
Yes, indeed, long time.
Yeah, you will hear your voice when we didn't interact on something.
Yeah.
My brother, anytime I listen to this of information, always advising the journalists. But he's not always to advise the others who are always tamper with the journalists. And that is the one who's supposed to advise them. He's supposed to tell them that don't tamper with the work of the journalists. If journalists did mistakes, he is supposed to be answerable through Ministry of Information. The Ministry of Information is supposed to verify what wrong done by the journalists. But always are security organs who are always tamper with journalists. This is not in competition of South Sudan. And Minister Mokwe knowing this. But he's always tamper with journalists that they are not doing professional work. So, my answerable, it is a minister to clarify the statement of sitting on the toes of others. Is it journalists are doing professional work in terms of reporting interests of others, and they are not doing interests of the nation? If now security answers interest to the work of journalists, the journalists are answerable. Why that sector are not answerable? Because if somebody did mistake, he is supposed to be warrant of arrest to be issued and to be arrested within 24 hours. He is supposed to be released to law. That one is not happening. They're being detained in unknown places, and different people came in without warrant of arrest. This one we know is intimidation. Let them allow work of the journalists to be professional. Let them allow to be answerable to the Ministry of Information, but not intimidation, not also the others to come with the interest. So work is not interest. If people did things which is not okay, let journalists report them, because of what journalists doing, they're educating people not to do wrong things later. If the government officials do wrong things, must be reported, because that is the work of journalists. So let them not tamper with work of journalists, telling journalists which is the valuable people, which is people not carrying weapons, which is people don't have where to arrest people, and there is a people who tamper with because they have weapons, they have where to arrest you, and that one is not genuine, it's not lawful. So we need this country's laws to be respected by the government officials, to be respected by those who are armed units, and to be respected by, and let them know the boundaries of the
the employment. So journalists are always intimidated, but it's not okay. And minister is supposed to correct what's done by others who enter to the work of information.
Yes. Thank you there, Joseph from Moniki. Yes, good morning.
Adi, good morning.
Yes.
From Wow.
You're welcome.
My brother, when we talk about this issue of journalists, when we make the hierarchy of the government, the media is number 4. And the number 4 in the system should not be victimized. What is supposed to be done is the correction.
Training.
Number 2, who is supposed to give... Are you not getting me?
I'm getting you.
Number 2, who is supposed to make the correction towards the journalists? It is the Ministry of Information, where Michael is. He is supposed to call the journalists for training or for a certain workshop so that he can even show them the way forward, how they can even make the news. When we talk about the newspapers, they have their own system apart from the radio and social media. When we go to social media, the government has failed not to control it because everybody now in his own house or under a certain tree, you can post your article the way you want. And this is where the government is supposed to be serious of. Should you attempt to post something which is not supposed to be recommendable in this country, you must have to be accountable for, but should not for the journalists, because everybody now in South Sudan is now posting very many news, many videos, many photos, and this is out of the concern of the journalists. It should not be counted on the media. When we come to the ethics, there are those who have studied mass and communication who are the real journalists, and there are those who are adopted it, who are interested in profession, and they have joined it. So those people, they have their own terms according to their department or their career, apart from the journalists who have started the career. This is the difference. So the minister should have to be concerned of this. Lastly, is about the monitoring. When we talk about the monitoring now, the Ministry of Information is supposed even to guide it. There are other times whereby the journalists are being arrested, and he doesn't want to talk about it. But he is now claiming that if the journalists step on the toes of others, why do you might concern about their stepping, and you are not concerned about their life? Because before you step on the toes of somebody, your life is my concern. So without journalists, the information will not be found by the people of South Sudan. And that's why the media is being number 4 in the government. Is so important because people are getting news through them. Without it, if all the news are being given to the officers in charge, like what the security is doing, well, only get the information. They are getting information through the journalists. So let the journalists be given a certain space so that it becomes free. And then in case of anybody who committed a crime, then it must be solved according to the law of the country, but not should be something that can take the life of somebody away from, because that is a professional. And anybody can make a mistake anytime, even in politics. That's why you have seen there are rebels, there is an agreement, there is whatever. These are the issues that the human being can commit it.
Yes.
But should not be a big problem.
Yes.
Thank you.
ثانك يو ديفيد موغاكا فروم واو. في رساله هنا من سيد باب بيقول توبيخ صحفيين بتاثير اللغات. انا اعتقد هؤلاء الصحفيين كلهم خريجين جامعات ومعاهد العليا، لا يحتاج الى توبيخ صحفيين بهذا الشكل. يجب ان يقوم وزاره الاعلام والاتصال بدوره تدريبيه على مستوى البلاد لرفع قدرات الصحفيين. هذا هي النهج المعروف. اذا كان هناك قصور في عذاب تام يجب تدريبهم. نعم، شكرا لك فرانكو سيبت. نمشي لفاصل ومنه حنرجع عشان نمشي للفقره الاخيره من الساعة الأولى. كونوا معنا.
Attention! Cholera is a dangerous disease. It can kill within 3 to 4 hours if not treated. But here is the good news. The oral cholera vaccine is now available to protect you and your family. The oral cholera vaccine is safe and free. Everyone from 1 year and above, including pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers, can receive the oral cholera vaccine. However, do not give oral cholera vaccine to persons who are sick or have cholera and children below 1 year. The vaccine is given orally in the mouth and it's usually in 2 dosage, dose 1 and 2, to strengthen your immune against cholera. The second dose is given between 2 weeks and 6 months after the first dose. With 1 dose, you are protected for up to 6 months, and with 2 doses, you are protected for up to 3 years. The oral cholera vaccine protects you from severe cholera symptoms and reduces the spread of cholera in the community. Do not miss to be vaccinated during the oral cholera vaccination campaign happening in your area. Remember, even after getting vaccinated, it's important to continue practicing good hygiene and sanitation. Always treat your drinking water to make it safe. Use a toilet. Never defecate in an open. Wash your hands with clean water and soap, especially before eating and after using the toilet. And if you or anyone you know shows signs of cholera, seek immediate treatment. If you or anyone of your family member or community is experiencing cholera signs and symptoms, report immediately to your nearest health facility, health worker, or community leader for medical assistance. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health or call our toll-free number 6666. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from WHO, UNICEF, and partners.
Good morning, it's iRadio.
Yes, indeed. Good morning. It's iRadio لكل مستمع في كل مكان. South Sudan has taken a significant step toward advancing women's rights by officially ratifying the Maputo Protocol, the protocol to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights on the rights of women in Africa. With this move, South Sudan became the 44th African Union AU member state to ratify the landmark treaty. Minister of Gender, Child and Social Welfare Aya Benjamin Warile deposited the instruments of ratification with the African Union Commission on June 7, 2023. The ratification aligns with the 20th anniversary of the protocol, which was commemorated on July 11, 2023. According to the AU, 44 member states have now ratified the Maputo Protocol, while 11 countries, including Botswana, Burundi, Chad, Egypt, and Sudan, have yet to do so. The AU continues to urge remaining member states to sign and ratify the treaty to promote women's rights across the continent. Back in Juba, the Minister of Gender launched the first national consultative workshop aimed at developing a national action plan for the domestication and implementation of the protocol. Esther Ekeri Elozayan, the Secretary of the Ministry, addressed participants in Juba last week, emphasizing the importance of aligning national laws and policies with the protocol's provisions to protect and promote the rights of women and girls in South Sudan.
This is a very important exercise for us as a national ministry because one of our mandate is to ensure that as a country we ratify and domesticate international and regional instruments promoting women's rights, children's rights, and the rights of persons with disability. So it's one of the key functions of the ministry, gender machinery particularly, to ensure that these instruments are ratified, domesticated, and also implemented. So it's a key function within the ministry. And this cannot be done without the Ministry of Justice. This is the first time we are launching a national consultation on the development of the roadmap, development of the action plan on the implementation of the Maputo Protocol, despite the fact that awareness creation has been ongoing with different organizations, with different institutions. But we want to launch this consultation formally so that we will be able to have a clear roadmap for the implementation. And out of this, we will be able to develop a national action plan on the implementation of Maputo Protocol. It's a very important instrument that provides a legal foundation for women's rights regionally. And as countries within the region are expected to align their policies, they're expected to integrate components of Maputo Protocol, but they're also expected to ensure that they are part and parcel of the implementation within the region. System, you find that the judiciary is involved, justice is fully involved, the parliament was involved, we have the line ministries was involved, even the leadership of the country, His Excellency the President was also involved. It was a robust advocacy done in the country. So everybody is aware about Maputo Protocol in a special way. That the robust advocacy has given a lot of awareness, and it has also given the momentum for the ratification process. 2020, they sent a delegation again to come to remind the country about the need for us to ratify the Maputo Protocol. And they have to meet the ministry, they met the parliament, they met the justice, they went even to Human Rights Commission to create that momentum again for ratification. And after that, Josephine was able to come in again to support a high-level lobby with the speaker and the vice president, I remember. Yes. Yeah, it was in Landmark. Yes. Yeah, I recall that very well. So in that meeting, we were able to lay down concrete steps towards the ratification. And automatically, the speaker picked it upon herself. So in a special way, we want to appreciate the speaker, Honorable Gemma Nuno. She took it upon herself to look for the document which was misplaced, and she was able to lead the process until the parliament was able to finalize, and then again send for accession to the office of the president. So on the 24th of February 2023, our president of the republic finally accented to the instrument of ratification for the Maputo Protocol. Can we appreciate him for the Maputo Protocol? And also we have the International Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, which is also another key instrument we have been advocating for. So it sets the foundation for the position. And I think our Honorable Minister, Honorable Aya Benjamin Marila, who is not here, can we appreciate also the Minister, pursuant to Article 26 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights of the Maputo Protocol, but also pursuant to Article 62 of the African Charter, a state party is expected to report on the implementation of the Maputo Protocol. And I think you have already alluded to that. We are not going to report only on Maputo alone. The provisions call, from the guidelines, the provisions call for us, when we are reporting after the instrument has come into force, we have to report on two. We are going to report on the provisions of the charter, of the African Charter, and we are also going to report on the provisions of the protocol. So it has parts. Part A is about the charter, and part 2 is going to talk about the Maputo Protocol itself. 2 years from the time that it has come into force. There are also flexibility. As we were not able to put our action plan in place, we are looking forward that by the end of this year we have concrete action plans which will guide discussions nationally, which will be a roadmap that will be able to guide South Sudan on the reporting process. And in that we will be able to report likely next year we'll start our reporting process as a government together with civil society. And in this reporting, we all have joint responsibilities to ensure that we report together. And that's why, as a gender machinery, we always say, as the government is reporting, civil society also come in to provide shadow reports to the implementation of the Maputo Protocol. And we are also tasked to ensure that civil society are engaged at the country level. So this is a joint consultation which brings together government institutions together with civil society so that we move at this venture in terms of the implementation of the Maputo Protocol.
Yes, that was Esther Kara Elozai, and the Secretary, the Minister of Gender. Now, Matansa, after the news in English, we are going to highlight the importance of shifting cultural norms to promote girls' education. Now, news in English with my colleague Lasuba Memo. بس كونوا معنا هتعرفوا الكثير والمزيد.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. Activist Edmond Yakane is appealing to President Salva Kiir to intervene in the deteriorating situation in Western Equatoria following the assassination of the state's Director General of Education. Authorities in Rang County of Upper Nile State have raised concerns over the growing smuggling of narcotic drugs into the area while urging tighter security measures at Juba International Airport. And the Governor of Unity State, Justice Riek Bim Top, visited Notikur village over the weekend to inspect the progress of a large-scale agricultural project launched in April this year. This is stories and more coming to in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. Activist Edmond Yakani is appealing to President Salva Kiir to intervene in the deteriorating security situation in Western Equatorial State following the assassination of the state's Director General of Education. According to Western Equatorial State Police Commissioner Major General Philip Madutong, the incident occurred at approximately 7 p.m. on Saturday in Yambio. General Madut said the attackers, who were riding a motorcycle and had concealed their identities, fired more than 15 bullets at Peter Mbia after confronting him over money. The gunmen also assaulted an elderly man at the scene, hitting him with the butt of a gun while demanding money. General Madut said that this is the first incident of its kind in Yambio town. He confirmed that police have launched an investigation. Meanwhile, Yakani, the Chief Executive Officer of the Community Empowerment for Progress organization, has publicly called on President Kiir to address the rising insecurity and impunity in the region. He said, and I quote, "I would like to appeal to Your Excellency, President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Sons and daughters of Western Equatorial State are dying, have been murdered, even faith-based leaders. All this is happening in silence without accountability or justice. Your Excellency, President, I am begging you with my two hands, with tears in my eyes. As your voter, I plead with you, act on the situation in Western Equatorial State," end quote. Authorities in Rang County of Upper Nile State have raised concerns over the growing smuggling of narcotic drugs into the area while urging tighter security measures at Juba International Airport. This follows the recent arrest of 7 individuals found in possession of illegal substances. Speaking to the state TV SSBC on Friday, Rang County Commissioner Ding Deng Lueth revealed that most of the narcotics are being smuggled into the county through shipping parcels arriving from Juba Airport. He called on airport authorities to intensify inspections of all outgoing parcels. Echoing these concerns, County Police Commissioner Major General Manuel Adeng described the situation as a security threat and called for urgent intervention from security forces in Juba. He said, and I quote, "We face many challenges, but the parcels arriving from Juba are especially dangerous as they often contain drugs. This is not the first time we have intercepted narcotics hidden in shipments. We urgently need the police in the capital to reinforce controls at the airport to prevent these dangerous substances from reaching our communities," end quote. Meanwhile, County Prosecutor Sadiqa Sabah Al-Khair expressed concern over the demographics of those arrested, who are mainly young people of school-going age. Authorities in Rang County are now calling for a coordinated effort across the county, state and national levels to curb the smuggling of narcotics through air cargo and commercial shipping agencies. The governor of Unity State, Justice Riek Bim Top, visited Notikur village over the weekend to inspect the progress of a large-scale agricultural project launched in April this year. The Notikur farm is one of the state's key initiatives aimed at implementing resolutions from the 8th Governors Forum, which prioritize agriculture as a drive of economic development and food security. Accompanied by members of the state cabinet and senior commanders from the 4th Infantry Division of the SSPDF, the governor toured the expansive 200-hectare plantation and engaged with farm management on site. According to Mr. Idris Tabchol, General Manager of the plantation, the farm is progressing well with a significant number of workers weeding quickly to allow the crops to thrive. He said the main crops include beans, maize, pumpkins, with mangoes also planted, though those will take longer to mature. Meanwhile, Governor Riek reaffirmed his administration's commitment to agricultural transformation as a cornerstone of sustainable development. The Notikur farm has employed over 330 workers and has become a source of livelihood for local communities. The governor said that with continued support and expansion, the farm is expected to significantly contribute to both food security and employment in Unity State. This is our Radio Morning News, and now to the international scene. More than 60 migrants have died when a boat carrying around 150 people sank off the coast of Yemen in bad weather on Sunday. The vessel capsized off Yemen's southern province of Abiyan, and 68 bodies have been recovered. The Yemen chief for the International Organization for Migration, IOM, has said He said 12 people had been rescued and dozens are still missing. Most of the victims are believed to be Ethiopian nationals, according to the IOM, which called the incident heartbreaking. Yemen remains a major pathway for migrants from the Horn of Africa traveling to the Gulf Arab states in search of work, with IOM estimating hundreds have died or gone missing in shipwrecks in recent months. Finally, Western leaders have condemned videos of emaciated Israeli hostages filmed by the captors in Gaza, with the Red Cross calling for access to all remaining in captivity. UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy said images of hostages being paraded for propaganda are sickening and they must be released unconditionally. The calls come after the Palestinian Islamic Jihad published a video of Rom Brasalski thin and crying on Thursday, and Hamas released footage of an emaciated Aviatar David on Saturday. Israeli leaders accuse Hamas of starving the hostages. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. Activist Edmond Yakane is appealing to President Salva Kiir to intervene in the deteriorating security situation in Western Equatoria State following the assassination of the state's Director General of Education. Authorities in Rang County of Upper Nile State have raised concerns over the growing smuggling of narcotic drugs into the area while urging tighter security measures at Juba International Airport. And the governor of Unity State, Justice Riek Bim Top, visited Notikur village over the weekend to inspect the progress of a large-scale agricultural project launched in April this year. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +1 925 287 870. It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to the YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I'm Super Memo. Thanks for listening.